Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. Today we're looking at this, which is the Osage River Light Duty Range Bag. I do have a full-size version of this. I put a link down below if you want to see the review of the full-size version. This one is smaller, more compact, and lightweight. It's going to run you $39, and I have a link down below if you want to pick up one of these. So it's built to be a range bag, lots of pockets. You can see where you can store magazines, you can store your pistols, things like that. I've actually converted it into essentially a wilderness bag or a bushcraft bag, and I was putting all my gear in here last night, and then all of a sudden I was like, there's a lot more room, so I'm gonna put more gear in. But let me show you what I have in so far, and you can see all the space that's available in this bag. So you can see these are a little bit wet. It's because it's a rainy day here in New Hampshire, but nonetheless, these are dividers you can put into this main section. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. But let's start out and actually open this up. You can see grab handles on the top so you can carry it. There is also a shoulder strap, and it does have, let me take these off right here so you can see quickly, nice solid metal buckles. These are actually a little bit hard to push, which is good. That means it's definitely not going to fall off or break off while you're actually carrying your bag to the range or out in the woods. All right, so let me unzip this. Got this pocket that folds back. It does say Osage River there. Inside, I'll take all this gear out and then I'll lay it out for you, so you can see basically how much I have actually in the bag. This is my Tom Brown's Field Guide to Wilderness Survival back from like 1994 probably. This is from a long time ago. We have a compass in here. Big old roll of paracord on a spool tool. Got a roll of Gorilla Tape. This is the thinner version. Obviously it comes usually about twice as thick as that. I do have a beanie here, even though it's summertime. I always like to keep this in the bag. It's just so if I bring this out in the fall or the winter, I make sure I got something to keep my head warm. I've got my Stanley cup here with a lid inside. It's got a vapor water bottle. I also have a needle, just a heavy duty needle. We've got some Aqua Pure here. And then I have a burlap sack just for collecting items in the woods. Close that up and take it out of the way for you. What else? We have our Wicked Tree Gear saw. This is a folding saw from them. There we go. So that's what that looks like. I do have an emergency blanket. So basically, an astronaut blanket. Got a couple knives in here. First one is the GK from Justifier Knives. This is a smaller little kind of a neck knife or a companion knife. And then I have a full size in here, which is also from Justifier. And this is with their new one of their new survival knives. So you can see in just this main section, quite a lot of gear that you can fit in there. Let me show you real quick. Here's a look at one of the dividers. Again, you've got hook and loop here, and there's hook and loop running along the sides on both the top and the bottom. So basically put it in, and now you've got sections divided out. So you can put some stuff maybe in that section, put some other stuff in the back section. However you want to organize it. Now you've got a divider to make it in 2 sections. If you put the other divider in, obviously you have 3 sections. All right, let's look at some of the other pockets. So on the front and the back, you have pockets basically the same size. So I'll show you what one of them looks like, then we'll flip around to the other side. So when you open this up, it zips all the way down, and you do have a removable pocket here. Now in here, I've got a couple books, medicinal plants, edible plants. I've got a little notepad and a New Testament. You can take this whole section out like so, hook and loop on the bottom. And you can attach it back in. If you don't want it in there, you don't have to keep it in. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pouches. Really, they're built for pistol mags, but you can see they could fit other things. I've got some pens in here. I've got a small flashlight. I actually have some Viter Energy. They're little mints with caffeine in it. So a lot of options here in the front section where you want to store things. In other bags like this, actually the larger Osage River Range Bag, I actually have like a multi-tool in here, a larger flashlight, and again, the other bag is the one that I actually keep in my car. Zippers go all the way down, so that's gonna fold down nicely, and again, when you want to put this back in, just do that. Zip this up, and there's also the option to run a small, like a suitcase size, lock there if you want to lock up sections of your bag. So I flipped the bag around to the other side. This section really doesn't have a lot in it. As I was mentioning, there's just so much room. I got to put more gear in here. I just have some bug spray in there, but same setup. So this folds all the way down. You can take that pocket out, and then you have a bunch of pistol mag size pouches here on the in this section, which would obviously hold pistol mags, but other things as well. Okay, down on one end we have a vertical pocket with a zipper so you can put things in there. In this pocket, now the zips don't go all the way down. Again, this is pluses and minuses of how people like to run their gear. I like to have pockets that go all the way down in general, but I don't mind this because actually some of the gear that I have in here could fall out if that zipped the whole way down. So in here, I've got a bandana, I've got some mechanics gloves, I've got a big Sheepdog scarf, and this thing, I mean, it's pretty bulky, but that fits nicely in this section. So I'll zip it up and let me spin it around to the other end. Easy access, you can reach in and grab something. I don't think I have anything actually. Oh yeah, I do. Correction. So I got a couple things in here. I've got a couple magnifying glasses. I've got a sharpening stone, fork, and a spoon. And then I've got just a multi-tool that I keep in this bag. Nothing super expensive, but just one in case I do need a multi-tool out in the woods. And then down in here, I've got an Epic protein bar. So different ways the two ends are set up. Again, a zipper vertical pocket versus a horizontal pocket with no zipper. Here's a quick look now at everything laid out for you. So this is everything I just showed you that was in the bag. So even for a pretty compact little bag, you can see this holds a lot of gear. Here's a look at both of the bags. On the left is the light duty range bag, and the brown one on the right, or the tan one I should say, on the right is the full size range bag. So I use the tan one. I keep it in the back of my car. I keep reflective gear in there, flashlights, big med kit. That stays in the back seat so I have immediate access to it. I don't have to get out, open up the trunk, etc. But if you don't need something that big for either emergency gear, wilderness gear, range bag, whatever it is, the light duty compact version of that bag that you see that we've been talking about today might be a good option for you. So who's this bag for and who is it not for? Okay, it is not for you if you like just one big section in the bag, throw all your junk in, get to the range or get to the woods, and then kind of dump it out and sort it out. This is definitely a bag for people who like to organize their gear. Again, all these different pouches to put your pistol mags in, different sections to put your pistols in, your gun cleaning gear, bug spray, protective glasses, things like that. So if you like to have all your gear really organized in a bag, this light duty range bag is going to be a good option for you. For me, I am definitely that type of person. I like to have all my gear nice and tidy, nice and neat. Open up this section, that's for cleaning. Open up this section, that's for holding ammo, whatever it is. As you saw, I'm using it as a wilderness bag. So for me, I was just kind of loading up the gear to see how it fits. And as I told you, I was like, I got to put more gear in here if I'm going to be using this as like a bushcraft or wilderness bag, because there's just a lot of room and a lot of places to store those individual items. As I said, I like that full-size range bag. I'm using it in my car. So if you want something like that, but a smaller version, this could be a really good option for you to check out. Again, price point, $38.99. I'll put links down below. Thanks for checking out this video, and more videos coming soon. Take care.